Pants up. Oh, that's a bit easier.
It's a couple of bikes to ride.
Okay. Put stand. Okay, it's a little bit lower. Thanks, Conrad.
Thanks, buddy. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Cheers. High first gear. Okay, how are we for wind noise? Seems like I've got plenty. That'll be that notoriously small screen. Back brake's easy to get to. Gear shift I'll get the hang of. It's a little bit angled down. I can get my toe under it, and it's a little bit close. That accelerated surprisingly quickly. Off on, and the throttle's a little more touchy than I was expecting. Seems to have plenty of engine braking. You've only got to look into the corners, compared to the KLR that is. I'm sure those of you that have ridden sport bikes would say the opposite. Handlebars, nice width, nice angle to them. They look a bit skew, actually. Wonder what gear I'm in. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, that was 6th. So it's lower geared than the KLR. And it does have nigh on twice as many revs at hand. You can feel those bumps. It does get a little bounce to it. Perhaps not as compliant as the KLR, but then I haven't set the sag on it. And the front you can also set, I think it's compression damping. Positive clicks going down through the gears. Yep, that's obviously first. Brakes a little grabby at this speed. Could almost say too much engine braking. It's actually a little more thumpy than I was expecting. Yeah, it is a bit snatchy at low. Funny, used to the KLR going for 6th, which isn't there, and now I'm going for 7th, which isn't there. KLR sits on 4,000 RPM there and does 100 kilometres an hour. Here we're doing 88 or something. Okay. KLR doesn't accelerate quite like that though. Okay, sitting on 100. Wind noise is pretty shocking. You wouldn't do this all day. But how bad is it? What do I need to fix it? I'm guessing a wider screen. Now this is at the highest point. Did you catch that? Like with the phone in his hand. See, that's where I need the air horn. I'll have to work out how to fit that, because the air horn has a much better effect than that wimpy little thing. Okay, yeah, it's coming in and catching the corner of the peak onto the edge of the helmet, and it's actually just catching underneath. I think the biggest issue is coming around the sides. So one of those clip-on extensions, or even the wide one's not going to solve this problem. So it comes off the top. Yeah, I think I need something taller and wider. Only a bit taller but a lot wider. Okay, so it's about an hour's ride home. Seat's fine. Biggest concerns are this on-off throttle. I mean, plenty of grunt, don't get me wrong there, but this transition, so touchy, very hard to be smooth, particularly in the traffic. Screen, as expected, narrow and short. Brakes have certainly got some bite, and these handlebars, I'm sure they're slightly skewed, slightly turned to the right. You know, a little bit vibey, but not sure what I was expecting. Turns beautifully. So the biggest thing is this throttle. I know I'm used to the old carby, which has been tickled and tuned. But still, I'm sure when I rode the MT-03 it was much smoother. And I do seem to have to really twist my left foot to get under the brake leg, get under the gear shifter. So I might look at extending the lever, putting the shifter knob out a bit further, extending that. Yeah, it does turn nicely.